Hey, what's up, Dividend Nomads? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be taking you guys into my Roth IRA, share with you what's going on there, show you my portfolio, what I bought yesterday, as well as how much I got paid, which wasn't a lot because I've been shifting some things around in my Roth IRA more towards growth stuff. But anyway, I'm going to take you guys in there, show you that. And also, if you want to get on the Dividend Nomad Newsletter and get, updates and stuff like that and tips and all this other stuff, 100% for free. Sign up for that, link below, and I'll also send you the dividend tracker spreadsheet that you're going to see in this video. So let's get into it and record the screen on the phone. 3, 2, what's wrong? 1. Bam. All right, here we are in my Roth IRA. This is Saturday morning at 7:30. So, it's in the post market, so things are still moving around. But you can see the Roth IRA, $50,238. We're pretty much flat yesterday. And you can see my cash is $21,497. And that's because I've been restructuring this IRA. I've been selling stuff and I have a large cash position because I'm slowly deploying that cash to buy stuff. But because the market's at all-time highs, I'm not like going in heavy with all the cash. I'm being patient and trying to be more strategic with it. So let's go have a look at all the positions. Okay, so you can see here the first one I have is my speculative growth stock or my lottery ticket. I think quantum computing is going to do really good over the next decade, and so I think Rigetti is going to be a big player in that. So I have 100 shares of Rigetti. I have 100 shares so I can sell covered calls on it and earn a little bit of income. But this one is down right now, but that's just kind of my one speculative lottery ticket play. If it doesn't work out, not a big deal because it's a small portion of the portfolio. The next one you see is my income stocks. I have 2 income stocks right here. We have Misty, which is my big income payer, and I use the distributions from this to buy other more steady, stable paying stocks or just steady ETFs that can grow in the future. That's the job of Misty in this portfolio. XETE is just to get a little bit of weekly income as well, so I can still earn some income but slowly build this position, and it follows the market. It's not very risky compared to something like a Misty. It's a little bit more of a conservative income play. The next one you see is SCHB, and this is Schwab's broad market ETF. So most people are familiar with Vanguard, like VTI. This is basically the exact same thing as Vanguard's VTI. This is the entire stock market. And this one, the performance actually does the exact same thing VTI does. If you put them on the chart together, they overlap. They do, just do the exact same thing, the exact same stocks. But this one is only $23 instead of $200 something, meaning I can buy more shares. And the reason why I like that is because in my Schwab account, I can't buy fractional shares of these ETFs. They can only get them on drip. So if when they drip a dividend, it'll give me fractional shares. But if not, then I can't buy fractional shares. And so I prefer to use the cheaper one so I can accumulate more shares instead of an expensive one. Say, if I have $100 in my account and VTI is $250, I can't buy it. But if I have $100 in my account, Schwab is $23, I can buy some. Right, so that's why I prefer to buy these instead of the Vanguard ones. Also, the fees are really, really low. Anyway, the next one you see is SCHG. Okay, now this one is also the Schwab. It's like large cap growth. So think of your Vanguard VUG. It's pretty much the same thing, but again, it's cheaper. So this is just basically mega cap growth stocks. I have 85 shares of that. And then the last one you see is my last income play, which is the QQQI, which is the income play on the NASDAQ. But again, it's, this has growth and income. So it's a little bit way to get income more conservatively. But this is also a small portion of the portfolio. You can see it's only $1,000 value when I have 2,300 in SCHG, 3,200 in SCHB. And my XDTE and Misty are larger positions, but those are going to be shrinking in time as I'm growing this SCHB and SCHG. Those are going to be the majority of the portfolio once I get my cash deployed It just takes some time to buy strategically. And then at the bottom, I've got one option on SoundHound. So again, just like Rigetti, I want like basically a couple of lottery ticket plays that have the potential to grow huge over the next 10 or 15 years. And I think Rigetti and SoundHound have those capabilities. But I don't own SoundHound. I sold a put for $8.50 because that's the price that I decided I wanted to buy SoundHound at, was $8.50. And so it hasn't hit $8.50 yet, so I still don't own it. I just earned some income from selling the put option. Then down here at the bottom, you've got SWVXX, which is basically a money market fund where you can store cash and they'll pay you I think it's about 4.5% interest every 7 days. You get the money at the end of the month, but the interest accumulates every 7 days. So I just have a little bit of cash there stored for any type of emergency, and then my actual cash position that I can deploy right now is $16,497. So yeah, I need to get this money into the market, but like I said, I'm trying to be strategic about when I deploy it. Let's go check out what happened yesterday. If I check my history for you guys, you can see at the very top, I did receive one payment from XDTE. That was $25.20. And the reason you see the negative there because they paid the money and it's on drip. So the money went back into the account or back into the stock. So it's on drip and it just picked up some fractional shares. The next one you see is QQQI. It says negative 153. I did not get paid from them. I actually bought 3 shares yesterday of QQQI. That's why you had the negative 153. SCHB, I bought 10 shares yesterday. And then SCHG, I bought 10 shares of that yesterday as well. So I bought, 23 shares of new stocks yesterday. And then I got paid from XDTE. So let me take you guys in my spreadsheet here and show you guys what's going on behind the scenes of this portfolio since I've started to restructure it a little bit. And I'll show you guys what's going on there. And if you want the spreadsheet, like I said, just click the link below. You get it for free. And it'll sign you up for the newsletter, and you'll get newsletter. It'll probably be in your spam folder in your email, so you have to look out for it over there. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Okay. So here we are in the Roth IRA spreadsheet. I'll make it bigger so you can see it. So if you look here, you got Rigetti, the 100 shares, Misty, Schwab B, XDTE, SCHG, QQI, the exact same stuff in my portfolio, the number of shares I have, and how much I paid for the shares. And then here is the share price. So you can see it's all laid out here. And then you can see it's got the day changes and all that stuff. If you look at the very bottom, it's got a cash position, so you can put down how much cash you actually have and how much cash waiting you have. So this is my cash plus my money market fund. And if you look over here, you can see it's got all these day changes, 52-week lows and highs, the range where it's trading at right now within the 52 weeks. And then we got the market returns, which is what I want to share with you guys, and the total returns and all that good stuff. Let's look at these first. So if you look here, Rigetti is down 7.6%. That's okay. This is a long-term thing for me. I'm going to be holding this for the next 10 to 15 years maybe. We'll see. Misty, we are down 3,000 on the market return, but up 4,800. So if I sold this right now, I will leave with 4,800 more than I started with. So that's not bad. That's 25% total return. Then these other ones, Schwab B, SCHB. This one is slightly down, 0.35. So basically, I'm just been buying this on like red days. When it's down, I buy it to kind of try to stay as close to the price of the market. But I just try to be careful and not buy too much in case there is a big drop in the market. XCTE, I've had this for a little while. You can see the return's not bad. It's down $91. This one pretty much follows the market. Whatever the market does, this one does for the most part. But it pays dividends. But pays them every week too. But when the market falls, it doesn't, follows the market. It doesn't fall like dramatically less than the market, but it does a little bit underperform. But when the market's going up, this does good. It really appreciates in value and pays a dividend. And I'm only down 1.64%. I think it'll come back. SCHG, also a brand new position for me. I just started this like a week ago. So I've just been buying this. If I see a red day, I buy some. And that's what I've been doing there. You can see the total return is minus 0.54%, minus 0.5%. QQI, also a brand new position for me. I just started this position as well. And you can see here we're down 0.14%, so not a big deal. So what am I planning on doing with this portfolio? For now, my main focus is this SCHB and SCHG. I want to grow these to become a large portion of this portfolio. If you look right now, because I'm restructuring this, the allocations is like all messed up. I'm working on growing it. The plan, actually I wrote it down, and I'll tell you because I got it wrote down right here beside me. So for my SCHB position, the plan is to have about 30% of the portfolio in SCHB and about 20% in SCHG. So that's 50% of the portfolio will be in these two growth stocks that typically grow 10 to 15% per year, sometimes more. So that's the goal for these two. So we have 30% and 20%. And then if you look down here at QQQI, this is going to be my probably my biggest income play. And I'm going to try to build this one out to about 10% of the portfolio. And then for Misty up here at the top, see we're sitting at 31%, and I would actually like this to be closer to 10% as well. So if we do that, we'll have what, 30, 50, 60, 70%. And then my XDTE, also probably in the 5 to 8% range, which is going to get me close to like 78%. And then I'll have some room for like maybe three potential like lottery ticket super big stocks that could grow like massively, speculative stocks. And I want to have like, you know, anywhere between 1 to 3% and about 2 to 3 different ones. So like Rigetti, you see I sold the put option on SoundHound. I might grab that one. And I would like to buy, actually I would really like to buy SMCI, but it's too expensive right now too. So I'm waiting on that one. But there's probably like 3 that I might put in here and allocate, you know, a couple percent to. As you can see right now, Rigetti is about 2%. So that means I'm not gonna add any more to this position. I'm just gonna let it sit there and do its thing. And I would like to do the same thing with something like a SoundHound or SMCI, about 1 to 2, 3%, and just buy it and let it sit there and do its thing. And then the rest of them, I'm gonna be growing, well, not Misty, but these other ones, well, let's see, Schwab B, 6%. So see, I need to get about 20, 25% more in here. My XDTE is about where I want it actually. This 9.6% is pretty good. I don't want to really grow it more than that. SCHG, okay, I'm looking to grow this one for another 15% at least. So I got a lot of money to deploy in this stock. And QQQI, I definitely want to grow this one more. So what that's going to look like is probably taking some of this Misty dividend and buying this to increase this position. So that's what I'm looking at doing there. If you look here, we've got some other things here. The dividend yields, yields on cost and cost basis, et cetera, et cetera. All that stuff's all over here. And if you look at the very bottom, you can see we've got like the dashboard here. We've got diversification tab. Here is my dividend log. And so far for the month of June, Rigetti does not pay a dividend, but these are options that I sold. I sold put options and covered calls and earned a little bit of income. So I put that in here so I can keep track of that income. So I've made $31.33 off of some put options or covered calls on Rigetti. Misty paid me $1,148 for the month of June. Schwab B has not paid me, and Schwab G has not paid me. But actually, I think they will pay this month, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if I get paid or not. I'm not sure yet. XDTE paid me yesterday. So far for the month of June, I've received 74.84. I will get one more payment from them, so it should be over maybe $100 or something. QQQI also will pay me at the end of the month, around the 26th or so. So I'll get paid here too. I just haven't received that yet. And so if we look all the way over here to the right, you can see the total. So I'll make it bigger for you. So far, I've received $1,313 for the month of June. And the reason why it's much smaller than this number is because I sold a lot of the Max income stocks and all that stuff that I had. I sold them and got rid of them to replace them with the SCHB and SCHG and QQQI. So I want to build those positions much bigger. So that's why I sold all those stocks, because I want more growth potential in this Roth IRA, because I can't touch it for 16 years and I really want to grow it. This $58 you see here, this is money I earned from selling options. So you see I had the SoundHound one in there, so I don't have SoundHound on my sheet yet. So I just added that money here along with the Rigetti income from the options. So far, $1,300 this month. And then, yeah, we have other positions here, sold positions. You can see all this stuff that I sold. You can keep track of all that stuff. I made $881 from selling stuff for the year. Or some of these are, they're all for the year, yeah. So you can see, this is what I sold, actually. Let me share that with you. You can see I sold Ulti, I had QDT, I sold it, YMAX, YMAG, Tesla, Coney, and Nvidia. So all this YoMax stuff I got rid of, and you can see why I got rid of it, because the market returns were like extremely negative on most of these. $13,000. And see that I actually took $500 loss on that one. But see here, we got $500 here, 60 here, 100 here. So we made a little bit of money, but not much. And my total returns, you can see, after holding these stocks for like almost 2 years, 4%, 0.62, 3.27, 6%, 0, negative, only 3%. So after holding those stocks for a long time, this is what I ended up walking away with, very little money. That's why I got rid of them and swapped them for growth stocks instead of what I was doing before. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Hope you guys understand what's going on there. Have any questions or comments, put them down below. Also, don't forget to check out the links below if you want to grab the spreadsheet and get on the newsletter. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.